Hey everybody, it's me, TheRealErikaF, and I'm back this week. Feel free to go ahead and like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment at the end if you have any other questions or any comments that you would like to make about anything in the video or anything that you want to add that I left out. Feel free to comment it below. So this week I'm just going to be talking about a couple of different jobs that you can have in the music industry. I made a video in the past about how I got my job in the music industry, and since then I've had a good amount of people reach out to me just about different jobs and how to get those jobs. So I just wanted to make a really quick video touching on the different jobs that you can have in the music industry. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is being a manager. So you can manage an artist, you can manage different people within the industry. You can manage them on the personal side as their personal manager. You can also manage them through the label. You could be a day-to-day manager, you could be a tour manager. There's a lot of different ways that you can manage a person, but that is one role that you could be. You can also be an A&R. A&R stands for artist and repertoire. So your job basically is to find artists, find new artists, and then just know what's in the best interest of them and their career. So that's knowing what's hot in the music industry at the moment, who they will work best with on songs, what projects will be best for them, and just different things like that, and making sure that all of their music stays in line with the overall goals of that artist and their career and where they're going and things like that, and just making sure they get the best success possible, which is ultimately the goal of the entire team, including the artist. But I'm just speaking in regards to the A&R. And then there's also creative. So creative could work on different things, whether that be ads, it could be music, it could be outfits, stuff like that. It could be video creatives, stuff like that. Creatives are just the creative people. You could be a creative as in a studio designer. There could be so many different things that you do creatively within the role of the music industry. In regards to that, you could be a videographer. So that's something that a lot of people don't think about, but you can do videos on tour, you can do music videos, you can do promotional videos, you can work on just a lot of different video content. A lot of artists also are starting new things like blogs and vlogs and things like that, and just want to be more transparent, so you could do that for them. You can also social media manage, stuff like that. You could be a driver. That could be a personal driver for the artist. You could be a driver for a manager, a CEO. You could be a driver on tour, driving an actual tour bus. You could be an assistant like me. I'm a personal assistant, executive assistant. I'm a huge assistant. Oh, back to managing. You can also be a studio manager and manage the studio and manage the spaces and the calendar and make sure that everybody is getting in and out of the sessions on time. But yeah, back to being an assistant. An assistant, you could be helping out everyone. You could be helping out the artists, helping out the producers, helping out the management, helping out the staff. That's what I do. I basically help everyone and touch everything so that I get to learn a lot in the industry all at once, and I absolutely love it because it's helping me learn what I want to do next in my next role in the industry. And that's also a great way to break into the industry, is starting out as an assistant. Okay. Another thing you can do, you can be a producer. Producers, they could do a lot of things. You just know what to do with music. You know how to make it sound. You're just really good with music. I don't know. I don't produce. My dad produces. I've never produced a day in my life. You could be a songwriter. So this person won't be somebody who's an artist. They're not going to be at the forefront of the music. They're just writing songs behind the scenes. They're contributing. You could write an entire song for somebody and just let them change one or two words and get percentages, and you could get a publishing deal for that, and just be behind the scenes and live your best life and make money and hang out with stars, but not have to be a celebrity and be in everything with that. Back to the studio, how I said there can be a studio manager. There also can be studio interns and runners. These people, their job is just to make sure that the studio is getting handled on a day-to-day and operations, and making sure that if you're a runner, you're basically just making sure that everyone's in sessions, that they're doing good and have everything they need to have a successful session, whether it be getting them food, running and grabbing something for them, just make sure the ambiance is good. It's just you being there for the artist, producers, whoever. You can also be an engineer. An engineer lays vocals on the track. They also probably do a lot of other things, but I'm not an engineer. I work with engineers, but I'm not one. But I know that they lay vocals for the tracks. You can also be the actual artist. So I feel like being an artist at this point, it's changing a lot. You have to be more full. You have to be a full package. You have to be have a good social media presence. You have to be just a lot of different things to actually be an artist and be a successful artist right now. And so if that ends up not being for you, that is okay, because as I'm discussing in this video, there's so many other roles. So if you really love music, you can work in helping develop somebody else in their music, even if it doesn't pan out for you. Don't get stuck on that. Just if it's something you love, there's always other things that you can do within it to grow and be happy and still be successful. There's also promotions. So these people work with media, and they just promote the album. They get it in different places, whether that be like on radio spots. I don't know, different places. We don't have promotions at where I work, but I've read a little bit about it because it seems kind of interesting. And I also used to work in media, so I kind of understand promotions, but I do know that it's different in the music landscape. You can be a lawyer. That's something that I'm striving to be. I'm studying for the LSAT now. As a lawyer, you would study sports and music entertainment. So you could like be a sports agent or lawyer or whatever as well, on top of doing music. You can also do like people who are actors and stuff like that, actresses. Okay, outside of being a lawyer, as I just said, agent, you can also be an agent for an artist, helping them book things. You will work hand in hand with their manager. Just kind of, it's similar to management, but it's less hands-on. You're more working on the side of getting them booked for things. You can be a part of the street team, so that's making sure you're hanging banners, just doing publicizing everything and making sure people are aware of the artist and just working on the ground for them if they ever need anything at events, venues, different things. You're just on your feet, part of the street team, handling stuff, posting flyers, places, all that stuff. Production, so these are people who help to produce different pieces, whether that be a video, whether that be a photo shoot, a magazine cover or something. You're working in production, you're helping to make sure things get done. You could also be a project manager. Project managers just see different projects that need to be done from beginning to end. So it's back to management, but it's just for a specific project. So whether that be day-to-day operations, whether that be an international project, whether it be something a little bit more long-term, you're just managing the project, which means you see it from beginning to the end and make sure that all the steps are just happening in the right order and get done and happen in a good flow, and everything should go off seamlessly and flawlessly if you did your job perfect. You can also work in PR. So PR is going to be helping to secure different press release. PR stands for press release for me, but yeah, basically, it was public relations, but basically you're helping to secure different press spots for them. Public relations is more earned, so that's going to be more on the artist and their talents and success. You can also work in marketing. Marketing is more bought and paid for. That's when, so PR would be like you getting articles written about you from trusted journalists and stuff like that, and different things, billboard, etc., etc. Marketing would be more you getting placements, whether that be on like hot new hip hop or radio play and stuff like that. That's something you will work more with marketing. And then lastly, I would say you can work on a publishing side, which is a type of label, or you can work on a label side that's like Interscope and stuff like that. Writers and stuff, all artists, I think, well, most artists get pub deals, which is publishing, but also producers can get publishing deals, writers can get publishing deals, a lot of different people can get publishing deals. And then there's also just the label side, which would be like Interscope, Sony, there's independent labels, boutique labels, a whole lot of different things. So I say all this to say there is so much you can do in the music industry, so just really research. And everybody asked me how to get a job. I would just say keep looking for entry-level roles, keep reaching out to people. There are so many different areas where you can get a job at the music industry that a lot of people do not think about, and I know I did not think about any of this until I got into the music industry and I saw all the different pieces that come together. And so just find what you're most passionate about, and if that's just music, find what you're best at that you can contribute best to within that, and then get your resume together, get your connections together, and just go for what's best for you. And I feel like the rest will fall into place. So I hope that this advice helps somebody and that you're able to move forward on finding the job that you want in the music industry. And like I said, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to comment below, like this video, and subscribe. And yeah, stay blessed, stay tuned, and I'll see you all soon.